Home on the Range. Home on the Range. We're slow lining up this morning, it seems. Two empty beats. Alberta, fanfare and processional, O Canada. Alberta, on the left side of the folders. Alberta, fanfare and processional, O Canada.
Whatsoever things are true. A promise made here at the University of Alberta over 100 years ago. Today, we are gathered to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to our community. We celebrate with all those who leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to seek truth. May you continue to serve in our global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and understanding. And may you continue to uphold the university's values of integrity, freedom, and the equality and dignity of all persons to create a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Doug Stollery, and I have the privilege of serving as Chancellor of the University and conferring all of your degrees today. The University of Alberta acknowledges that we are located on Treaty 6 territory and respects the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our vibrant community. On behalf of the university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation. Graduates, we're very pleased that so many of your friends and family members could join us to celebrate your degrees. As you participate in today's ceremony, you are walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. Today's formal opening procession to the stage, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. Individuals move from apprentice to master to teacher, assuming increasing responsibilities for learning and leadership in society. The many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today reflect centuries of university tradition. As Chancellor, I wear our University of Alberta colors of green and gold. The different colors of your own faculty hoods signify to everyone here and to our society the degree that you have earned. Your caps, or Oxford-style mortarboards, may be considered a symbol of the scholar's independence and freedom. Today, we are all here to celebrate your freedom and to recognize your new leadership roles in our community. We will hear from a representative of our Board of Governors and our university president. We will also hear from Elder Francis Whiskeyjack, who has accepted our invitation to receive an honorary doctorate of laws, our university's highest honor. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to our society. Following the presentation of the honorary degree, we will begin with the recognition of your degrees. Your dean will present you on behalf of your faculty, and our president will guide you through your pledge to pursue the encouragement of learning and the public good. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees and confer upon you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a university graduate. Then it will be your turn up here with us. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. For everyone here, that will be the most important part of our ceremony. Your degree will be conferred as I congratulate you and we meet each other on stage. So a word of advice: since the conferral of the degree is when you greet the Chancellor, it's important to remember to stop to greet the Chancellor. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time. President and Vice Chancellor Dr. David Turpin and a representative of our Board of Governors, Mr. Kirk MacLeod, join me in recognizing Elder Elsie Gauthier, who is here today to extend a special recognition to Indigenous members of our learning community. I'd also like to thank Indigenous drummers Monty Sunchild and Adrian and Bronson LaChance, who are here today to present a special honor song to our honorary degree recipient. Distinguished guests on the convocation stage also include a number of community leaders and members of our academy. I'm very pleased that deans and professors from our faculties of education, and Graduate Studies and Research are here to congratulate each graduate as you cross the stage. We're all here to welcome you to our University of Alberta alumni family, and I hope you enjoy the day. I'd like to start by inviting greetings from the representative of the Board of Governors, Mr. Kirk MacLeod.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. Douglas Stollery, President, Dr. David Turpin, distinguished guests, graduands, families, and friends. I am pleased to be here today on behalf of the Board of Governors to bring the Board's greetings and congratulations. Today is a day of celebration where the entire university community, along with your family and friends, gathers to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2019. It is also a day to celebrate the university. Through its mission to promote the public good, the University of Alberta successfully provided the academic resources that will continue to support your engagement with issues and opportunities of 2019 and beyond. Collectively and cooperatively, each of you will be the generation that moves us forward in the arts, in the economy, in knowledge, discovery, and research. You have changed, transformed over the years at the University of Alberta. Those of us on the stage and your friends and family in the auditorium see you moving into the broader community that respects, embraces, nurtures, and celebrates the diversity of our society. You are the kind of citizens who will share your knowledge, understanding, thoughtfulness, and skills that are the foundation of a civil society. Competent, giving, ethical, and engaged today and tomorrow. Congratulations to you, your friends, families, and supporters. Be proud, savor your success. Enjoy today, and we wish you the very best for the future.
It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. David Turpin, the President of the University of Alberta, to address Convocation.
Eminent Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the Academy, staff, family, friends, and especially you, our graduates. Congratulations and well done. A few years ago, you set a goal, and through hard work and dedication, you've now achieved it. And if we've done our job well, it hasn't been easy, and you've had to do maybe just a little bit more than you might have expected. And that's a big part of the point. The degree you take home today is a testament to others. It tells them that you can set goals and meet them. Even more importantly, your degree tells you that you have the skills and ability to succeed. Now, as we all know, universities are great at helping you set goals. We set out very clearly at the beginning of your degree program what credits you'll need, what required courses, and so on. Professors hand out syllabi at the beginning of each course, outlining the assignments and deadlines. And most of the time, we don't change the plan. The map to the finish line is pretty clear. Having that map is important if we're talking about earning a degree or a credential. But the reality is, life generally doesn't work that way. The truth is, your future is now unmapped territory. Plans will be made and goals set, and no doubt you will achieve many of them. But you will also sometimes fail or run into insurmountable barriers. You may find it takes longer than expected to find the right job or feel that you've found your niche. The opportunities and offers that do come along may not make immediate sense in terms of your long-term goals, but moving forward will mean that you will need to adapt. Today, just as we are celebrating the achievement and benefits of reaching a major goal, I want to encourage you to focus less on having a definitive future goal and instead remind yourself to be open to detours and changes in destination. To those of you who are getting just a little bit tired of hearing the question, so what next? I want to assure you that that's okay. Now, parents, stay with me for just a minute. I'm not really suggesting that your child embrace a future of listless misdirection. Instead, I think it's worth noting that it's often only in retrospect that we can see how all of the smaller choices we make in our lives add up to a coherent whole. Let me give you an example. Like so many of you, over the past 7 years, my wife Shuramithra and I have watched 7 seasons of Game of Thrones. Last winter, at our remote cabin, when the rain just would not stop, we binge-watched them all over again. Now, I can tell you it made a whole lot more sense second time round because we knew where all those twists and turns were going to end up. But please, no spoilers. Season 8 will have to wait until next winter. And as we all know, winter is coming. Now, my point is that in hindsight, each of our lives makes much more sense than they do as we live them. It's easy for me to see now how I moved from an undergraduate degree in biology to my being here behind this podium. But I can tell you that when I finished my undergraduate studies, I had no idea where I would end up. I only knew that I had a passion for the ocean, and I wanted to learn as much about it as I could. I never imagined becoming a professor. And then once I became a professor, I didn't have a clue that one day I would become a dean or a university president. All of these things happened because when opportunities came along, I opened myself to the possibilities. I listened to others to understand why they thought the opportunity might suit me. I asked myself if I would learn something from it. Would I be able to make a meaningful contribution? And thanks to these unexpected detours, I came to see myself differently. And the goals I thought I had were gradually refined into something I never could have imagined. What has remained constant are 3 fundamental lessons I learned early on in my life from teachers and mentors. The first is to always strive for excellence. Do not accept good enough when you know you are capable of doing better. In other words, always work hard. Seek to make a contribution and make whatever workplace you are a part of better for you being there. The second is to take care of people. As a young scuba diving instructor, I learned right away that my actions could mean the difference of life and death for my students. No matter our role, we have a duty to care for one another and do our utmost to make life better for others. And the third, and most important, is to know your values. Those principles and standards that you use to judge what is most important in life. When I look back on my life, I see lots of detours and changes in destination. But running through it all are the values that have guided me and helped me make decisions large and small. Human beings like predictability and order. Yet we risk speeding our way to total predictability with algorithms reading our preferences and limiting our choices to what we already know we like, while ignoring those things we may, in fact, grow to love. All of this predictability can cut off a vast array of opportunities and rob us of our creativity. Having to adapt, to make imaginative leaps, to learn something new, these are skills you already have and our world needs badly. We face serious and important challenges, and we need your leadership to help our communities adapt. We need all of you to help all of us to change direction and create new plans and new goals that will reshape our collective future. So when you consider your future, draw your map with a pencil and carry along an eraser. Be open to changes in direction. Take some risks. Focus more on the values that guide your journey rather than on the final goal. Those values will help you to decide which opportunity or detour is worth taking and where you have something to contribute. Finally, look to the person on your right and to your left, to those in front and in the auditorium behind you. And be aware that you are part of a community that walks with you. Sometimes we will share your goal. At others, we will help you to see a new path. And sometimes you will lead the rest of us. You now join a vibrant community of more than 290,000 University of Alberta alumni who, like you, have and will continue to do all they can to make their communities near and far better for all. So to each and every one of you, congratulations. And we look forward with great anticipation to all your future accomplishments. Thank you and congratulations.
Knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
It is a good day to be you.
Remember who you are. Remember where you come from.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
Your generation will be called upon to balance what is now moving quickly to a tipping point.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Go out and not simply change the world, go out and save the world. That is what I would seek you to do.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Tupper, and I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Education. Whenever an individual is being recognized for outstanding achievements and other great accomplishments, it is customary to honor that person with a special honor song. Over the past hundreds of years, there have been many honor songs that have been passed down from generation to generation, community to community, and from family to family. These songs have a special power to them and therefore carry such great meaning and emotion when sung for the honoree. It is these songs, accompanied with the beat of the drum, that truly show deep honor and love in its greatest light. It is my absolute pleasure today to introduce this song in honor of Elder Francis Whiskey Jack, our honorary degree recipient. Monty Sunchild and Bronson LaChance will be performing the song today. Monty is from the Sunchild First Nation and is presently a student at Yellowhead Tribal College. He is active in powwow, round dance, and many other cultural activities. Bronson is 14 years old and has been a singer since before he could speak. He shares his gift at many powwows, round dances, and honoring ceremonies. Would you please stand for the honor song? Thank you, Monty and Bronson, for that beautiful song. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my absolute privilege to introduce Elder Francis Whiskey Jack for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, our institution's highest honor. A Cree elder from the Saddle Lake First Nation, Francis Whiskey Jack has devoted his life to teaching traditional Indigenous values to foster understanding and reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples. A residential school survivor, he has served for over 15 years as an elder and cultural advisor at Edmonton's Amiskwache Academy, which offers academic programs in an Indigenous context. To quote from Elder Whiskey Jack's nominators, His life's work has been to propel and uplift youth to be proud of their Nihiawa or Cree ancestors, families, and more importantly, themselves. He connects to every young person he meets through heart. Within a cultural perspective, Elder Whiskey Jack understands that resiliency is not a birthright. It's taught and it's learned. He equips students with the skills to handle the unexpected. And his traditional room at Amiskwiche Academy has become the safe place for students, parents, and staff, as well as visitors who come to listen to his message. And finally, through his grace and grit, he has created a space of respect within many diverse communities. Elder Whiskey Jack willingly shares his extensive knowledge of the medicine wheel, Indigenous cultures and histories, and traditional healing with leaders in our educational and health institutions. A frequent speaker at community events, he has also served as a member of urban Aboriginal initiatives within the City of Edmonton and as a board member of the Fringe Theatre and Festival, the Native Friendship Centre, and the Saddle Lake Health Board. He continues to serve as a student advisor to our First Peoples House and as a convocation elder at our graduation ceremonies. Today, we celebrate the courage and the kindness of a remarkable mentor, one who has dedicated his life and career to uplifting the whole people, each and every day, one student at a time. Eminent Chancellor, with the deepest of respect, I present Francis Whiskey Jack.
Francis Whiskey Jack, in recognition of enduring contributions to reconciliation through cultural and traditional teachings, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come. Congratulations.
Tansi kakio nuakumaganak. How are you, all my relations? Eminent Chancellor, Duxtollery, Board Chair Fair, President David Turpin, members of the platform, distinguished guests, family, friends, and graduates, and also the Aboriginal Native elders that are here today on honor on my behalf. I would like to extend, first of all, my heartfelt congratulations on your achievements and the celebration of what I can envision many hours of study, listening to your instructors and lectures, research, and the use of technology, which I don't have. Use of electronic devices. I graduated from a flip phone to an iPhone 6. The struggle of travel, rent, and financial expenses. Yet after years of commitment, here you are, and I applaud you. Before I begin further, I just want to give a special thank you for the honor song, Monty, my friend, and Bronson, one of the young students of Amiskwiche Academy. That was a real welcome surprise for me, so thank you. I didn't know they were going to be here. So, today, and I say this from my heart, I share a dream becoming a reality, because I always wanted to go to university. And now I am here, a recipient of a prestigious honor as has been granted by the University of Alberta. And I hope I don't get emotional, because I really feel that from the bottom of my heart, and it means a lot to me. I want to thank my wife, Elsie Goetze, for her love and support to me during our journey together with each other. I would also like to recognize the many friends that gave their letters and endorsement to assist me in acquiring this recognition of honorary doctorate. Throughout my journey of life thus far, I never envisioned being here to celebrate a reality that I never thought possible. As a survivor of residential school, I truly believe that positive change is possible with faith and learning from traumatic life experiences. And before I go further, when I speak of traumatic experiences, I do want to acknowledge those friends of mine, even though they've lost recent family members. One of them that is here that recently lost mother, and one of here, my cousin, that recently lost his son. And even though we remember these happy times in our lives, there's that of reality of some of the grieving that goes on in our communities. So as a child, I recall the importance of unconditional love, of family, the importance of grandparents that I barely knew. Yet I realize now the importance of memory, the mental part of our being that enabled me to speak and remember my Cree language, and makes me proud of my heritage as First Nations. My mentor, elder, the late Joe P. Cardinal, war veteran, makes me proud of my heritage as First Nations. And as a war veteran, ceremonial pipe carrier, once quoted, and I've always remembered this: "New learnings in life are a gift of the Creator. Therefore, learning, education is considered ceremony, because that mental part of ourselves is a gift from the Creator and makes part of our physical. Our memory is like a computer that helps us to remember what is said, what we see, what we meet, and the experiences that we encounter. As a survivor, growing up in residential school, I remember being told that I was dumb, stupid, and that I would never amount to anything. And also, being shy with little self-esteem, I grew up thinking that I would never achieve success in education. Yet, somewhere deep inside me was a flicker of hope that if I worked hard as a laborer, I might be able to earn a decent living. I started off on a farm, learning how to drive tractor, learning how to work with farm machinery, and I'm just adding this on from my speech. But that's the reality of what I started with as a common laborer. And yet, at 14 years old, I was working for myself away from the school, I guess, which introduced me my first step out of the community, and it was a risk even then. It is difficult to condense a lifetime of mistakes into something positive. Because in truth, when we speak of reconciliation, for instance, the reality of lived experience enables one to understand the importance of working with Aboriginal youth today. It is about knowing the story. It is about knowing the history and what is important as a mentor, as an advocate, and a teacher. So I tend to listen to our youth a lot, and they teach me lots of things because I know that learning is a lifetime achievement. It's important to provide a welcoming environment and to establish a sacred relationship with others. To build trust is to provide a place of belonging, safety, and protection. As I learned through my experiences, I emphasize kindness as taught to me by my mentor, Elder Joe P. Cardinal, and the late George Britton. Their actions showed the same values that they spoke of, and they listened to others without judgment and punishment. Elder Joe told me this very important quote: "The greatest gift that we can give each other as human beings is to be kind to one another and to use self-discipline by challenging ourselves to share our gifts to our own greatest potential." This morning when I came for breakfast, really felt that kindness from the people that greeted me downstairs. And it helped to make my walk to the stage a little easier when I was really so nervous, shaking inside. I learned by their example, the elders, to be committed first to family, community, the province, and the country. I've kind of, during the times when I've asked to participate in invocations, that I will meet many people that I don't know about. But if you always take that first step and shake that hand, the traditional handshake, it really breaks the ice in many ways. And sometimes you find that those people are just as scared as you are. For a long time, I was confused. There were different values that I was taught at residential schools. For a long time, I was confused because of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual abuse that I experienced. I don't blame anyone now, because I find that by letting it go, that I'm able to work better just to share that awareness in a good way. Parental and family support has always been important for me, meaning that unconditional love provided strong family roots. Even though we struggled with poverty, grief, and loss, we always had one another. Now as an adult, and experience the period of addictions, I've come to understand that substance abuse is a sickness, and that addiction can cause trauma, and how it affects many Native and non-Native communities. I have empathy for troubled families, and especially youth in care under children's services. As a mentor, the life experiences encountered on my journey, both positive and negative, enable me to understand, first of all, through ceremony, that caring and sharing, reaching out, and the choice of healthy friends fosters a positive support system in my own wellness. I have learned to balance a belief system that recognizes spirituality through holistic traditional practices and also from a Christian perspective. I believe that it is important to think, to learn. However, most times it's equally important to follow the heart. I try to balance my journey with cultural values and psychology of the medicine wheel. In the traditional teachings, by keeping an open mind, and that all humans must have equality with one another. I would like to close with this statement from Elder Joe P. Cardinal. If you are weak in this life, you will not survive. However, if you are strong, you will survive. Strength in spirit, strength in body, strength of mind, and the strength of in emotion, the ability to laugh and the ability to cry. With respect, thank you all very much for listening. And once again, congratulations to all the celebrants and their families. Thanks to the faculty for this absolutely great honor. Hai nanaskum naogaki onwago maganak.
Elder Dr. Whiskey Jack, thank you for sharing your dream becoming a reality. And thank you for your advice about the importance of parental and family support and mentorship in that journey from dream to reality. To commemorate this honorary degree, we would now ask that you sign our University Honor Roll.
I signed a great big X.
I have to say, beautiful penmanship are a rarity these days. That now makes it official. You are now a member of our University of Alberta class of 2019. Welcome to our family. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called across the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we will have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will also walk past the University of Alberta ceremonial mace. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates in the community. I look forward to meeting you here on stage.
The candidates for degrees will please rise and follow on page 5 of the Convocation program. Please rise. Open your programs, page 5. You have a spoken response, so please follow along. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, to serve your community for the public good, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper and Professor Deborah Burstyn, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Education and Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Angeliki Altani. Jennifer Eileen Bartlett. Erin Elizabeth Pure. Nicole Christine Day. Christy Lorraine Dykeshorn. Batisem Al-Hassar. Valerie Marie Fisher. Rachel Lynn King. Elizabeth Diane Shen. Tracy Colleen Stephen. Derek Ernest George Tanis. Melissa Crystal Tremblay. Catherine Heather Jean Vink. Xiaodong Yang. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Education, Tammy Lynn Berry. Sonakshi Bardwaj. Stephanie Pearl Brisebois. Erica Lynn Brotherston. Name Saul Cardinal. Yvonne Lynn Chernesky. Jamie Ann Clark. Neweline Ann Coe. Gabrielle Suzanne Degagné. Tessa Antonia Milena Dimnik. Kimberly Ray Edmondson. Kelly Kristen Gablehouse. Mina Hagigat. Amanda Michelle Hall. Michelle Ann Hovren. Brandy Melinda Hoy. Alyssa Dawn Richu. Lindsay Marie Ingalls. Darren Neil Johnson. Mark Eric Johnson. Constantine Castrinos. Veronica Lise Kube. Sean James Lafferty. Crystal Wanda Lee Lehman. Aman Preet Kaur Lit. Chow Nguyen Nok Ma. Heather Dawn MacDonald. Ramona Lee Mackenzie. Danielle Ray Lee Matson. Renee Michelle, that is Michael Ross McCarthy. Danielle Erin Elizabeth Nelson. Jana Lee Nelson. Daryl Lynn Ray Nipus. Han Le Nguyen Nguyen. Jill Laura Mary Patrick. Rachelle Susan Pratt. Kelly Catherine Proudfoot. Lara Joanne Ruppel. Jessica Lee Sachs. Shauna Olive Shore. Anne Helen Chesney. Nadine Joy Terpstra. Annette Scouten Wentworth. Kalinda Jodell Weeb. Paula Winks. Anthony Edward King Leon Yu. Jamie Yu. Tayaba Zahid.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Library and Information Studies, Laura Christine Austin. Anna Louise Bornick. Teresa Jean Broadhead. Seth Benjamin Bernard. Marin Elizabeth Carr Wiggin. Adam Benjamin Cohen. Jennifer Sarah Coupe. Bonosa Datsomor Butakor. Noel Foyi Dur. Karina Marie Dunn. Emma Louise Ann Ferguson. Aria Alice Fisher. Sarah Ainsley Foy. Jessica Lynn Frechette. Raven Alexandra Germain. Chantal Gingras. Tara Marie Ann Gordon. Toby Ann Grant. Haley Gladdy Green. Alexander Joseph Hoy. Susan Ray Johnstone. Alia Simone Cron. Gabrielle Reina Lamontagne. Kyla Ann Lee. Caitlin Haywood Ann McCrae. Marta Mika. Sarah Elizabeth Milmine. Taryn Jennifer O'Toole. Jessica Rose Peck. Tabitha Lynn Plessick. Caitlin Patricia Smith Radcliffe. Teresa Marie Louise Raw. Carissa Faye Sanderson. Raven Dawn Christina Smith. Michaela Marie Stang. Cheryl Ann Crapagnier. Catherine Rose Wise. Heather Datia Wong. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Education. For the degree of Bachelor of Education, recipient of the Milton Ezra Lazert Gold Medal, Hal Joseph Friesen, with distinction.
Hal Friesen is this year's recipient of the Milton Ezra Lazarty Gold Medal in Education. This medal is awarded by the Faculty of Education to the graduating student who has shown the highest general proficiency in the final 2 years of the Bachelor of Education program. It is endowed by the Alberta Teachers Association in honor of Milton Ezra Lazarty, a former Dean of the Faculty of Education. Throughout his education at the University of Alberta, Hal has shown an impressive commitment to academics, leading to him receiving the Margaret Pierce Cates Scholarship, along with many others. He has also successfully co-authored a number of publications. Upon graduation, Hal hopes to secure a job teaching high school physics, chemistry, or math, or working in optical design and research. Hal, congratulations. All the best.
Zuhaira Abdullah Noor. Megan Rochelle Abrimick, with distinction. Matthew Thomas Adam. Nadia Ajani. Jonathan William Allen. Mackenzie John Allison. Courtney Marie Andres. Aliza Ansari. Riley Page Antler.
Betty Ipeng Ao Young.
Betty Ipeng Ao Young. Leslie Eveline Arison. Marissa Isabel Arujo. Ashley Jordan Armis. Austin Levi Obey. Rochelle Shelley Badger with distinction. Melek Aiden Bayraktar. Lucas Adam Becker. Brianna Lee Mary Jo Beer with distinction. Sydney Michel Bellon. Taylor Nicole Bengert with distinction. James Fred Miller Bennett. Allison Lynn Ann Benson. Lisa Fern Bez Tilney with distinction.
Just Zachary Birch.
Zachary Birch. Shaylin Josepha Blackier. Laura Alexandra Blair. Brendan Allen Bloomfield with distinction. Paulina Alexandra Botello. Courtney Jean Bolin Henry with distinction. Jordan Robert Butch with distinction. Samra Burney.
That's Eli and Brittany.
Eli Nicholas Burtnick. Haley Jane Carlson with distinction. Christopher David Cartwright with distinction. Christian Giovanni Sermonera with distinction. Aaron James Chabelo. Yun Ying Chan with distinction. Jin Soo Chung. Recipient of a Catherine McLean Scholarship in Arts, Megan Elizabeth Cherwak with distinction. Joanna Chu. Palak Sheena Chug. Leslie Allison Clark with distinction. Nicole Haley Clayton. Sarah Michelle Cole with distinction. Andrew Michael Colford. Andrea Diane Collins. John Robert Cahoon. Meredith Kathleen Taylor Combo with distinction. Marin Ellen Ann Corrigan. Camille Emily Coulomb. Tylen Keith Kutu with distinction. Caitlin Joyce Crocker. Felicia Julienne Cuecaco. Derek Joseph Curry. Jillian Avery D'Agostini with distinction. Max Ronald Danish with distinction. Danielle Lee Dayton with distinction. Samantha Ashley Del Bono. Mark Jacob Den Oudston. Danielle Laurent Deschamps. Liam James Dirksen. Brendan Joseph Neil Doherty. Wilson James Dolan. James Dong with distinction. Ella Du with distinction. Kayla Janine Drew with distinction. Annalie Suzanne Duperreau with distinction. Priyanka Dutt. Ava Surya Egan. Jody Catherine Evelyn Ehrman with distinction. Christiane Hélène Almario Elefante with distinction. Tyler Scott Elgie. Anna Yelovsky. Amana Amran with distinction. Jenna Joanne Engel. Mackenzie Timothy Enger. Kyle Glenn Erickson with distinction. Sarah Nicole Fairfull with distinction. Quinn Natalie Elizabeth Falconer. Landon Robert Fink. Rachel Catherine Finnegan. Shyla Lynn Fisher. Johannes Furi. John Colby Franco. Michelle Nadine Gabarro. Riley Steele Gallant. Luis Fernando Garcia Argueta. Andrew Philip Garrett. Tassie Gavet. Robert James Edward Gillard. Susan Catherine Given with distinction. Dorland Poblete Gomez. Samar Hamami with distinction. Erin Leslie Goodine. Danielle Marie Gordon with distinction. Kennedy Faith Graham. Mark Edward Charles Grundy with distinction. Domini Rose Hallett with distinction. Kimberly Elizabeth Heacock with distinction. Tanner Keith Heaven. Matthew Emery Hebert with distinction. Karis Lynn Henry. Stephanie May Heppes with distinction. Tina Carol Hertz Klepto with distinction. Pascal Roman Hitu with distinction. Tyler Richard Carl Hildebrandt with distinction. Taylor Elizabeth Hollinshead. Victoria Elise Emma Holada with distinction. Melanie Angela Horan. Lindsay Beth Hort. Nikayla Dawn Hovde. Julia Holly Hrenishin Basarab. Taylor Mark Charles Hume. Taryn Hungle with distinction. Amir Jabber with distinction. Zain Saud Japanwala with distinction. Laura Jiang. Michelle Veronica Johnson with distinction. Nicole Leslie Johnson with distinction. McKeely Taylor Johnston with distinction. Brett Sean Jones. Paulo Johan Osera Juego with distinction. Caitlin Kaiser with distinction. Broderick Christopher Calvitis with distinction. Jill Leah Karpinski. Mitchell Edward Joseph Kasha. Fatima Syed Kadri. Vivian Cam. Kriti Kare with distinction. Najib Ullah Kawaya. Tanzila Kawaja. Eric J. Young Kim with distinction. Courtney Angela Kisco. Sarah Pauline Kamek. Heather Louise Kopsha. Janea Alin Kopp. Kelsey Jacqueline Kropaniski. Allison Elizabeth Lang. Mindy Ray Lankers. Nathan John Lapierre. Shelby Tina Lapointe with distinction. Mark Adrian Laraya. Kennedy Ann Larson with distinction. Dylan Bernard Leaney. Austin Russell Leask with distinction. Jin Kyung Lee. Dana Marie Leskew Durr with distinction. Kirsten Louise Leslie. Tak Som Leung. Amy Lee with distinction. Joshua Jonathan Leafheber. Daniel Kung Hui Lim with distinction. Alexandra Cash Littlechilds. Brady Robert Lonson. Sienna Dawn Lopatka. Joey Baby Lucius with distinction. Yi Luo. Tyler Wayne Lynch. Renee Florence McDougall. Madeline Elaine McLaren. David John Oscar Mancini. Anurit Kaur Mangat with distinction. Alexandra Manzanillo. Taylor Ray Marco. John Kenji Thomas Matthews with distinction. Erin Doreen McBean with distinction. Connor James McIntyre with distinction. Mairead Teresa McLaughlin with distinction. Mark William Mellenberg. Also receiving today a Bachelor of Arts, Kendall Violet Melrose. Shayla Adele Merriam with distinction. Also receiving today a Bachelor of Music, Madeline Ray Mickler. Connor William Mitchell. Tim Moe. Nicole Christine Molenbeek with distinction. Nisreen Torek Mograbi. Sumaya Farah Mohammed. Victoria Nicole Moline. Alexander William Monette. Brenda Joy Morency with distinction. Jamie Caress Elizabeth Morin Poitras. Adam James Morrow. Fatima Zohra Mohammed Yaha. Jonathan Gregory Mulligan. Santiago Javier Muniz. Marissa Chantil Nakuchi. Harshika Nambiar. Andrea Kathleen Nent. Sharon Nam. Justina Michelle Nielsen. Sasha Lynn Nimchuk with distinction. Madison Ninehouse. Christine Alyn O'Driscoll with distinction. Sho Okamoto with distinction. Tamara Quinn O'Neill with distinction. Nathaniel Varghese Uman. Rebecca Erna Oshist. Jasneet Kaur Padam. Navdeep Kaur Pander with distinction. Alex Sophia Raiko Pape with distinction. Edoquin Azagorado Paraqueas. Emily Helen Peckham. Danielle Renee Paris. Diana Romana Pidruchny. Tennessee Joy Priest. Kaylee Ann Filian Ragnarud with distinction. Chetani Ratnayaka. Alan Osvaldo Rivas. Ashley Rojek. Miranda Ann Kondo with distinction. Taylor Jacqueline Ryan. Stephanie Shukri Sakab. Dane Stephen Skaber with distinction. Matthew John Schrader. Jared Matthew Schubert. Carly Joanne Scott with distinction. Laura Margaret Sagato with distinction. Elaine Suzanne Seibel with distinction. Noah David Nickel Shankowski. Sumaya Nur Sharif. Haya Shawar. Shania Sheikh. Also receiving today a Bachelor of Arts, Robin Michelle Simoneau.
This is Victor Singh.
Also receiving today a certificate in sustainability, Victor Singh. Larissa Dawn Skoropad. Curtis Daniel Slavic. Annika Marie Janine Smith. Bradley Michael Smith with distinction. Jenna Cherise Smith with distinction. Miles James Smith. Kara Ann Snowball with distinction. Clark Mitchell Spencer. Christina Anita Stagg. Tristan Dean Stanky with distinction. Kyle Douglas Stephenson. Kylie Ann Stephen. Mitchell James Stewart with distinction. Susan Abigail Stronach. Robert Lyle Strong. Kimberly Dawn Helen Student with distinction. Andrew James Sutherland. Courtney Thane with distinction. Cameron James Thies. James McDonald Thibodeau. Katie Lynn Thompson with distinction. Keely Elizabeth Thompson.
That's Delaney, and that's Tiedemann.
Delaney Krista Tiedemann with distinction. Lynn Tu Tran with distinction. Elizabeth Rose Turner with distinction. Nash Arthur Turner. Carissa Autumn Timofeychuk. Camille Victoria Underwood with distinction. Lincoln Brett Unterreiner. Jadine Marie Van Lent. Adrian Brent Van Loo with distinction. Marco Aurelio Vidal. Caitlin Hope Walczewski. Joshua Alden Wallace with distinction. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun there. I'll say it again. Joshua Alden Wallace with distinction. Keegan Aaliyah Walsh. Isaac Davidson Ward. Vance Robert Weir with distinction. Kaylee Paige Villains. Jameson Rodney Edom Wickens with distinction. Charlene Beverly White. Laura Elizabeth Wild with distinction. Rachel Leslie Wills with distinction. Amy Caitlin Wilson. Ryan John Wilson. Autumn Nicole Welk with distinction. Also receiving today a Bachelor of Kinesiology and a Certificate of International Learning, Donna Yi Ying Wong. Cassidy Gray Yasinski with distinction. Sarah Yassin. Janice Elaine Yi with distinction. James Junjiang Yu. Xu Wei Zhang. Amy Yu Zhang with distinction. Alicia Maria Zvonkovic with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper and Professor Deborah Burton, I present the following graduates for the postgraduate diploma of the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. Carol Dawn Allen. Megan. Okay. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jennifer Tupper, I present the following graduates for the diploma in the Faculty of Education. Megan Godsey.
Eminent Chancellor, in addition to the graduates of the degree and diploma programs in education, we are also here today to celebrate the achievements of another committed and very hard-working group of students at the university. Graduates of the on-campus program are recognized for completing their 4-year program of study. The University of Alberta has the distinction of being the first university to support the continued education of adults with developmental disabilities through the on-campus program. Both the university and the program continue to be recognized internationally for their innovative and pioneering work in creating inclusive learning opportunities for a wide variety of learners. Following the example set by the University of Alberta, similar programs are now available at universities and colleges throughout Canada, the United States, Australia, and Finland. The 2019 graduates of the on-campus program are Emma Drohan, Eli Munguia, Liam Royer, Jessica Willock, and Russell Young. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance.
Well, graduates, you've made it. You are now officially on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. Well, grads, now it's your turn. I'm going to ask you to stand up and turn around, and let's give the people who have supported you through all of this, your parents and siblings, your grandparents, your spouses, children and friends, give them a huge round of applause. Today is truly a proud day for them and for the University of Alberta. This spring, we will graduate a total of 6,890 students. Now that we've got you all back with us, it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. Before you are formally welcomed into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for the presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in 2008 in honor of the University of Alberta centenary. It captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at university and hopefully sparks your own memories of your years here. The song is also a display of many U of A talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus and Honorary degree recipient Dr. Franz Lavoisier-Ouimet, and arranged by U of A alumnus Dr. Alan Bevan. The recording is performed by Chorale Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnan. Please enjoy.
Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, thank you. To the 2019 graduating class, congratulations and welcome. My name is Heather Raymond, and I graduated from the University of Alberta in 2002, and it is my honor to congratulate you on becoming a University of Alberta alumnus and to officially welcome you to our alumni family. You are joining a proud and inspired group of graduates committed to each other's success and committed to building the University of Alberta into one of the world's great universities for the public good. I call upon you to stay connected with each other and with other alumni and with your university throughout your lifetime. We will be there for you, for each other, and for our university. I also call upon you to go out from this place and be inspired by the promise and challenge of our alumni to do great things. Our alumni have done many great things in the past. Now it is your turn. Great things are action big and small. They can take place anywhere, anytime. They support other alumni, the university, and our society, and they come from using the knowledge and talents you have gained here for the betterment of yourselves and others. Congratulations and best wishes in your future endeavors, and now please turn your attention to the screen.
No matter what your story, where you came from, what it took to get here, at this place, you were welcomed. You became part of our family. At this place, you inherited a spirit of innovation, of action, of coming together to uplift the whole people. Our school and our spirit have grown, but we still learn, innovate, lead, solve problems, take action. We raise up our communities, and we help others succeed. We are University of Alberta alumni, and for more than a century, we have come together and carved a new trail for those who follow. Together, we are stronger. Together, we shine brighter. Together, from this place into the world. Together, we have and we will do great things.
In closing, I'd like to offer a few words of thanks. Elder Dr. Francis Whiskeyjack, thank you once again for sharing your story and your wisdom with our university family. You are an inspiring example of leadership, service, and accomplishment. And in accepting this honorary degree, you bring great honor to the University of Alberta. I also wish to thank our talented vocalist, Ms. Kaylee Henbest, and our outstanding Convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. And I wish to acknowledge the hard work of the staff of the Office of the Registrar and the Office of the Senate for their organization of today's convocation. I'm pleased to invite everyone to join us in the main floor lobby for refreshments and conversation. And finally, to our graduates. Congratulations for all that you have accomplished leading up to the conferral of your degree. Today is an important milestone in a journey of lifelong learning. Your education here will open new horizons for you and for our entire community. Wherever your dreams may take you, I invite you to remain close to your alma mater, the University of Alberta. One final thought. As you contemplate your future, I encourage you to remember that of all the things that you may do, of all the successes that you may achieve, nothing is as important as the kindness you show to others. Congratulations.